Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Google Stadia has officially launched today, November the 19th, and as you probably already know, the launch wasn't that very exciting at all. I mean, no one was excited for the idea itself, and right now things are in a bit of a disastrous situation for Google and for their service Stadia, because there are a lot of problems going on right now. So Google Stadia was planning to launch with 12 games. Right now there are 22. Some of them are interesting games like Red Dead Redemption 2, which is one of those beautiful games that have recently launched. The list goes as follows: Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is an old game by now, Attack on Titan, Final Battle 2, Destiny 2, the collection, and it says it's available with Stadia Pro, Farming Simulator 2019, Final Fantasy 15, okay, which is not a bad game at all, it's good to have it. Football Manager 2020, it's one of those simulation games of football or soccer like American people know it. Grid 2019, a racing game, which is a solid one. Guild, Just Dance 2020, Kind, Metro Exodus, another solid game. Mortal Kombat 11, NBA 2K20, Raid 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Samurai Showdown. It's one of the games that are interesting for me because they remind me of the retro era. Shadow of the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, Thumper Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, Trials Rising, Wolfenstein Youngblood. The list itself isn't very bad. Again, it's not that thrilling, but the problem isn't in the games themselves. There are lots of problems right now, and especially technical issues. So if you go to Twitter here, a guy named Big Fry says it's as if somehow 99% of the gaming industry saw this coming. Hashtag Google Stadia, Google and hashtag Stadia. Of course, everyone saw this coming. Everyone saw that the launch wasn't going to be a good one. So here we have some initial reviews. Google Stadia launch review: a technical conceptual disaster. Stadia tech review: the best game streaming yet, but far from ready. I take this with a huge grain of salt. I think PlayStation Now is way better and way more compelling to get than Google Stadia, but anyway. And then right now, Google Stadia is a platform for nobody. The company just doesn't seem to understand any of the audience it is trying to reach, and that's totally 100% true. It's one of the big problems with Google Stadia because they don't know who are their potential customers. So as you already know, you have to pay for the subscription and you also have to buy the games themselves, aside from the fact that you have to have a very good internet connection if you want to play with good frame rates and good visual quality. And here we have Jason Schreier, and his tweet reads: Google Stadia is out today and it already looks like a monumental flop. I heard from one person involved that pre-orders were below expectations. Question is, will they eventually stop trying to sell games and switch to an all-you-can-eat subscription model, or just let it die? I think I pretty much agree with him on this 100%. He nailed it. This kind of subscription should be for free, and they should monetize it with some kind of ads that are not very intrusive but big enough or done well enough to sustain the streaming service itself, except that Google wants to make some quick cash, and I don't think it's going to work this way. And then here we have another article from Forbes, and they're speaking about their experience with Google Stadia. So, like the very first sentence here tells everything. From the very beginning, or from the beginning, Google Stadia always seemed like a hard sell. Yeah, of course. When they announced the Google Stadia subscription model, no one really was excited. So it doesn't make any sense to pay full price for the games in order to play them online. And then you have to deal with data caps, you have to deal with problems of your internet speed and your service provider. The data usage of gaming on the cloud with Google Stadia is absolutely insane. So here we have like 4 to 20 gigabytes per hour data usage. It's a lot. But again, even if you had it, maybe you have family and they're going to watch something like Netflix or something, and then your gaming quality is going to significantly deteriorate. And then here it says, but on top of all of that, there was one central question: would it even work? Yeah, and that's one of the big questions out there, because right now Google Stadia isn't working really well. It has lots of issues. It has a very big issue regarding latency and input lag. Of course, Google is going to try to fix that, but again, there are so many problems. The reviewer here says, for context, I mostly played Stadia on the review unit Chromecast Ultra on my TV, with a few trials on my desktop PC browser, connected through wireless. My internet is solid, probably better than most people, with wireless speed range between 200 and 350 megabits, depending on how the wind blows. Google's own Stadia speed check tool seems to think I am well over the requirement for effectively streaming, or to effectively stream 4K games. Yeah, he shared here a screenshot and it says your connection is great. You see here his ping or latency is 22 milliseconds. The speed, the upload and the download speed are way more than what Google Stadia recommends, and yet everything that he's speaking here in this article just shows you that the gaming experience itself is right now not so very good. Here he says I would get periodic stuttering issues with massive resolution and frame drops. Not all the time, but enough to be noticed frequently and disrupt gameplay, which is what everyone feared may happen with this kind of tech. You can read the whole article here because it's an interesting one. I'll just leave the link in the description below. But suffice to say that cloud gaming isn't here yet. It's not the solution. It's not going to replace how people play their games. People don't have that kind of strong internet connection to play on the cloud. Some people are not even interested on getting games on the cloud with Google Stadia, for example, or any other subscription, because, you know, like one day this program would no longer be existent, and then all of the games that you have bought might actually just go away just like that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please leave your comments down below. Subscribe for more of these gaming news videos, and I will talk to you again soon. Have a good one.